Pay no mind right now. Just getting some things going, and that's karma. That's karma. Ready to practice. She is the puppy. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Getting things ready, so don't worry as I mess around with the computer. Yes, messing around with the computer. That's what I'm doing. Because I'm a little bit early. Yes, we are a little bit early. And gotta go get a charger. Karma's happy to see everybody. And let's see. All right, folks, here we are. I'm still a little early, so bear with me. Good morning, Barb. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me as I get some things all set. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm gonna light some incense. All right. I love how folks are going, am I supposed to be putting a Christmas tree up right now? Because, yeah, isn't all that snow and stuff for real? Crazy. It's like COVID brought the winter and decided, well, COVID likes winter. And what we gonna say about it? Nothing. We can't change it, we can't affect it, can't do any of that. So going with the flow, I'll smudge out a little bit of anti-Christmas smudge. Oh, all right, just another minute. So get yourself situated. And I think I'm going to check in and see who's saying anything. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Andrea. All right. So good morning. I think I'm going to do that again. A nice deep breath. Good morning, everybody. I'm Belinda, and I'm with Just Be Yoga, and you're checking us out. Hey, Tashmika. You're checking us out here at the Just Be Yoga studio, where the only occupants have been myself and my karma. That would be a dog. I mean, I guess my own karma is also following me everywhere I go, right? So welcome to Wednesday, April, whatever, because time, who cares? Names of the days of the week, who cares, right? I woke up, that's all I know, and I'm here and grateful. I'm going to just take a few cleansing breaths as I invite you all to join in our home yoga practice, where I'm sharing ways in which to engage into finding our own practice at home. And I like to just take a few breaths and check in on how I'm doing. Yesterday was a really heavy day. Heavy emotionally, a lot of heavy feelings and sadness and grief with loss around me. And holding space for so much change and the cycles of life, which have always been there. Just feels like it's so in our face and so rapid fire right now. And checking in on ways that I can find my equilibrium. So before I get going with some movement today, I guess I'll share a little bit about like my daily practice and ways in which to create one for yourself. Some of you have seen some prior videos where I've shown my home altar, but my morning routine is get up, make some tea or coffee, depends on where I am in my practice, and I do a sit. I do a sit meditation. Sometimes it involves chanting, sometimes it's silent, as well as a prayer practice. That's according to you and whatever works for you. It's your connection spiritually, but I have that quietude, and I let go of my desire space and my want, and I just try to invite presence and awareness to carry with me throughout the day. And so what came to me today is, whoa, so much heavy. I need a little bit of play, right? So a lot of my connective practice helps me create more balance inside of myself. So I've been really heavy. So I've been feeling like, how do I remind myself that the gratitude of life today is to also have some playfulness and recognize that, you know, the cycles also include the joy and the laughter and the smiles and the forgiveness and the falling. So if you're wanting to join with me today, I'll start with a few breaths and a little movement, and then we'll see where the play goes. I'll try to offer some suggestions for where each person is with their knees and their hips, but please know, no matter what, you're to find what's a connection for you inside of your body. Not trying to do whatever craziness comes to Belinda's mind inside of her body. And it might not even be wise on my part, right? Sometimes I forget how old I am, and I think I really am that kid that wants to come out. So even though it's a little snowy and a little brisk, let's breathe in that spring air, feeling that this cycle doesn't want to let go yet. So it did a little return on us. Helps me remember the humility that I am not in charge. Now breathe in and expand and reach the arms up. Exhale, gather that energy and bring it to the center of me. Breathe in and reach and expand into the heavens. Exhale, humbly receiving that energy, remembering how small I am in the universe. And breathe in and expand out, but I'm a part of that universe, so I'm just that big as well. And exhale, bring it in. Wake up my spine a little, see how it's doing. So another thing is I really don't chew food until after about noon and release. I'm not saying that that needs to be what you guys do, but with my practice, I like to kind of keep my intestines and my system about as empty as I can. So I have liquid nourishment and release. Breathing in and a gentle side bend. Can you imagine? I can't imagine trying to do this right now on pancakes, eggs, sausage, and hash browns. And even though that sounds so wintry, yummy good right now, wouldn't feel good in my belly. And breathe in and exhale. This is a time where I'm connecting with how I'm wearing the energy and the emotions, not only of a lifetime, but of the immediate, recent time of yesterday, earlier today. Breath in, and then open Gentle shoulder rotations. And change. So I can't ask my digestive system to be doing a ton of work while I want to check in with it. It can't report back very well. All right, I'm gonna make my way now to my mat so that everybody can more or less see. And let your gaze come within, pointing and flexing, connecting with my breath. Reminding myself that I am not here to practice for anyone's performance. I'm not here to perform for you. Really want to stay in my honest, authentic space. Waking up, feeling my body. Breath in, lengthening upward, gentle. Shoulders down, but strong, firm, solid. And coming forward, feeling what's still there from yesterday. Feeling what today feels like in my bones, in my flesh, rolling my spine up. I'm gonna bend my left leg, hands behind me, lifting the hips, checking in on my support structure. How does it want to carry me? And lower it down, both legs out in front, breath in. Exhale, flowing it down. Those knees could be bent. You don't have to have straight legs here. Listen and give your body what it says. Sounds like a good idea. Rolling it up, and I'll bend the right leg. Maybe my hands are on a block behind me. I'm going to press down with that right foot, lift the hips. Not dropping my neck back. Want to give it support. Here to support myself in all things. And lower it down. And lengthen, solid, strong, aspiring, faithful, and releasing it down. Breathing in, lifting. And now I'm going to bring both feet in, hands back behind me, lifting my hips. That playful part of me wants to lift a leg and just see what happens. How does that feel? And then lift the other leg. Go ahead and try both if you're so inspired. And bring it down, left. And bring those legs down, butt down. I'm going to bring my legs a little closer together, clearing out fleshy bits so I can feel the sit bones, rooting, and taking it forward. Breath in, breath out, reminding myself I'm here to connect with my behaviors, my breath, my flesh, my bones, my thoughts. How are they working together? How are they clashing? And how do I help bring some equilibrium? Lifting myself back up. I'm going to calm the hands and knees. Knees wide. That's my preferred space of coming into child's pose. Sinking those hips down. Lengthening. Letting my head rest, maybe just resting my chin in my hands. Really relaxing my abdomen, feeling the breath massage my organs. And whatever remaining contents are in my colon and intestines. I'm going to lengthen my arms out and breathe in, coming forward. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips down, dog. So yesterday I talked about we could have those knees bent at any time. Letting the head go. Maybe pedaling those heels up and down. Bringing in that playfulness. I'm going to lift one leg, point the toe, open the hip, and just not care what it looks like, but get all up in the yum. And release. I'm going to lift that other leg. Now, if the upper body isn't ready for this or is saying no to this, just come to hands and knees and lift one leg. Being willing to meet ourselves where we are. It's your connection. And bring that leg down. Breathe in, looking up. Exhale, making my way up to the top of the mat. Maybe bringing a knee down and stepping up. Half flat back, lifting the chest. Maybe those knees stay soft. Exhale, letting the upper body go. let go. Do another breath and check in. Have I let go? Inhale all the way up and lift. Reach. And can I reach without strain? Do I know how? Can that be enough? Breath in, exhale, forward fold, let it go. Half flat back, lifting, bending the knees a little, hands down, stepping to plank, remembering that I could use those knees, but I'm really wanting to feel some energy today. I feel like all that pent up energy of what I was feeling yesterday, needs a little space, a little outlet. And I'm gonna lower myself down, feel my belly on the floor, feeling my connection with my underside resting on the earth. And then I'll lift my chest, relaxing my hips, offering my heart. That's what this is for me. Can I offer my heart? Can I lead with my heart without straying anywhere else in my body? And then maybe just to hands and knees or go to down dog. Breathe in, breathe out. So I want to work a little bit on some devotion and dedication. I'm going to go through a few sun salutations. And I'm just going to breathe. Take a break anytime that you want. Remember that I am finding my home practice, working on a little bit of tapas and a little bit of devotion. Can I just continue to apply myself? Five breaths. I'm going to hold in my cobra or my up dog. Feeling all the energy of moving and cycles in this static space. Down, dog. 5 breaths. Soften in. It is enough. Stepping up to the top of my mat. Half flat, 5 breaths. What's lengthening, what's rooting, what's offering itself? What parts of me are willing to offer themselves? What parts of me need support and consoling? How am I wearing that right here? And forward fold. Remember, those knees could be soft. 5 breaths. Find your space. What are we letting go of? What are we afraid to let go of? Sitting in an honest space, confronting ourselves as we fold into ourselves. Chair, 5 breaths, sinking the weight into the heels. Knees are bent, pulling those knees back. Lifting upward energy through the top of me. Still aspiring, still reaching, not giving up. Feeling the vibrancy of life in me, continuing to reach, shoot upward. Grow. Finding my mountain and holding and saying, this is enough. And enough space is hard for me. It's one of the huge, huge components of my practice that I really have to apply myself to. Working on not having to do more. Not hitting that replay button, trying to fix stuff retroactively. What's done is done. It is enough. How am I wearing that? That anticipation inside of my body that I can have redemption, I can do more, I can improve. Whew. So trying to find that ease, that enough, that santosha. I'm going to lift my right leg. And just feel the state of my left leg holding me. I've kind of just committed the body to some constant movement in that salutation, that celebration of the day. Sinking and lifting and feeling. Bring the hands down, and I'm going to stand in this left leg and lift that right leg up for standing split. Got my head upside down, looking at the world upside down, stretching out this left leg, not caring how silly it looks, just about the feel. And I'm going to bring that leg down. I'm going to turn just to face, just so, again, it's about a little bit of a play space. I'm going to bring my elbows down inside of my inner thighs, getting ready to play with a crane. So I'm going to bring my hands down, shoulder width apart, elbows are bent straight back, and I'm shifting forward and looking forward and being like, yeah, this is play. All right, hopefully the kids are around and they want to play with you. I'm going to turn sideways. I don't have the best pants on today, full of Lycra, so it's really slippery. I'm going to bring my elbows high up, high up into the armpit space. I'm going to shift forward, look forward, pray about it. One set of toes, pray about it. Other set of toes, breath, breath. And maybe I'll see about shooting it back, lower it down, lift the chest, play. Downward facing dog. Not wanting to perfect anything. Just pulling out the watercolors and splashing around on a piece of paper. Stepping, walking, jumping the feet up. Half flat back. Holding, breathing. Feeling the space. And letting it go. Have I let go? How do I embrace enough right here? And roll it up. Oh, feeling my heartbeat, feeling my lungs and my chest cavity. Feeling my muscles, my tissues. I want to open up my heart before I find this other side. Feels really tense here. Did a lot of hugging in yesterday, in that bit of sadness, that bit of worry and concern. So maybe just alone in this space, allow that vulnerability to let that heart just shine. And it shines in its tears, it shines in its fear. Did not mean to rhyme there. But that it shines, let it shine. It's beautiful and it's still love. Love doesn't have to just be smiles and laughter. Love can shine through. Whoop, there's a train, y'all. I'm gonna let those arms go. I'm gonna lift my left leg now. I know I've changed position on the screen for you all. And I'm just feeling that out. Feeling how my right foot wants to hold me. Feeling my hips growing tall. Relaxing my belly. This is me, aware, awake in all my senses, and that's all. Not trying to perfect anything. Finding that foot or ankle, inner thighs, Woo! Wearing all of this walking I've been doing. Wearing all the yoga I've been doing. Lift, lift, maybe reach. This is yours. You make it look how you need it to look. Let it feel first. And then lifting. What's enough? What's enough? I'm always pulling myself back right now because I want to go into a space that I remember in a body that was like, 2 decades younger. Breath. I'm going to let that foot go. Reach that foot back and land. Ta-da. And I'll bend this right knee, feeling my hips, and just being grateful that, hey, I navigated with gravity. I sat down, had a conversation with gravity, and said, hey, I want to go over there. I want to try to have it be a controlled landing, and how can we work together? Feeling out those hips. Maybe some of y'all had a crash, bang, boom, and that's okay. We get another chance to work with gravity and have that conversation with various body parts. sinking and lifting. And then where's the greatest ease I can find here? And I'll bring my hands down. I'm going to stand in this right leg and lift this left leg up. Standing split. Woo! Hope y'all didn't hear that. That was a pop right there. Let my head go. Navigating in those hips to see how much they want to open. Having a conversation with this right leg and seeing, okay, how you doing with supporting me? Oh, and it's pretty legit for that right leg to be like, yo, lefty needs to come down here and get on the earth instead of hanging out up there toward the ceiling. Breath. And then we'll bring this leg down. One more crane if we want to play, all right? So a great way to start this, as you can see, right, it's going to take a load on the heels and the toes and the feet and the knees and the hips. So this might not be the space for some of us, right? But if we can start here and your feet are agreeable, just pinch the elbows with the inner thighs and knees. And then bend, looking forward, leaning the chest forward and sinking it back. And don't worry about like trying to get anywhere. Just say, oh, whoa, this is this experience. Oh, whoa, this is this experience. And then feel that. All right, one more time if you want. We'll lift, looking up, maybe lifting the feet. Breath, breath in, breath out. I'm going to make my way down onto the butt. Legs out in front of us. Shaking it out. Lifting up the chest. I'm going to drop my left ear to my left shoulder. Left hand up by the right ear. Now I'm really just trying to stay in Dandasana, the staff pose, so my chest is lifting with intention. Not slouching, saying hello to the side of the neck. Good, I'm going to let that go. Bringing the right ear to the right shoulder, right hand up by the left ear. Lifting. Breath. And this too is enough. This too is enough. I know for me, when I get into a grieving space, a worrying, sad space, I get overly concerned about what else can I be doing? What else should I be doing? How else can I? And it's really good to just start to just settle in and go, okay, it is what it is, and this is enough. What I have expressed is enough. And I'll bring the chin down, hands behind my head, pressing down ever so lightly, but I'm still trying to sit up in my chest and heart, feeling in between my shoulder blades. Ooh, and when I feel all of this tension right here, I just know it's a whole bunch of stuff that I've been trying to literally shoulder. And I sit with myself and I say, and it's enough, and I can let that go. I've carried enough. And then it's okay to feel. And let the arms go. And lift it up, right? It's been enough with trying to contain and control. Let it go, bleh, right? All right, I'm going to bring the bottoms of the feet together. And some of you guys may have seen a post I put out there yesterday of, this is my emotional support dog apparently, and so whenever I get even just slightly choked up or in a full out cry, she has to come to me. I don't know how she knows. Go away. Thank you. And we'll open our knees, sitting up tall, and come forward. Sometimes just remembering that there's a whole wide world of people who are also trying to shoulder, trying to navigate and just get through this. That's where I find that inspiration of enough and can lean into our collective support and our collective contentment. Contentment of being given the gift of waking up. Our body's got to wake up, so what are we going to do with our spirits, and how are we helping our spirits wake up today? How am I helping my spirit awaken today? I'm going to straighten out my right leg, and I'm going to cradle underneath of this left leg. Lifting up my chest. Now, I haven't forgotten that I said that I'm feeling kind of playful, all right? So certainly the crane was a little bit playful. The jumping back from the crane into that, half push-up, that's kind of playful. That's at least Belinda's concept of play, right? All right, so I'm going to bring my right hand. I'm going to find this left foot. I'm going to hold it, say, how you do? Could massage it. Hell, you could kiss it. Hey, love you. All right. Now I'm just going to work this up and down a little bit. Everybody feel out your knees and your hips. So we've got folks who maybe this just isn't a jam, so you can just sit here and massage and just rock side to side. I'm doing a little bit up and down here, feeling out this range. All right, so stay there. Or, right, it's like, let's go check out what's behind door number three. Yeah. I'm going to snake this arm underneath of this shoulder. And then I'll just hang out here, trying to sit up tall and notice what I feel in my low back. Whew. What I feel in the hamstring, my sacrum, my pelvis, and then I'll start to straighten and release and straighten and release. Oh, so much fun. Straighten. Just a little playful, I'm inviting my inner 6-year-old. I'm going to pinch this knee up on this shoulder right here. And I'm going to bring both hands down. I told you I'm wearing that Lycra, so look, it's sliding. I wanted to try to stick up there, and it may not cooperate with me here today. And I'm going to lift. Breath, breath, breath. And bring that down. Ooh. I'm going to open it out wide. Nice little counter space. Coming forward and back. Coming forward and back. Coming forward and back. Recognizing that all things change, right? My body was just a second ago in something like, what? And now it's like, oh, we're in a completely different energy. And see how things can shift. Our perspective can shift if we embrace being in the present moment. Bring that right arm down. Oh, big open space. Embracing the imperfection, embracing everything is enough. And coming on over to the other side. Big space, feeling out the sides of my ribs. My whole upper body container. Breath in. Breath out. I mean, go for it if you're finding that foot. If you are, you could always try to turn the chest open. And bringing ourselves up Feeling out my shoulders. My neck. I'm going to bring those legs in. And I'm going to go with this other side. Get this right leg hooking. Woo! Lord. This is truly my left, so my left side is always tighter. Sitting up, shoulders down. Now on this side, I'm going a lot more gingerly here because, yeah, it's talking. It is talking, and I'm listening. Got my left hand on that right foot, and maybe I'm just coming up and down. Remember the consideration I said for those knees and hips. So if you prefer to just stay rocking, stay rocking. If you want to feel out a little bit extra here underneath of those hamstring muscles, go ahead. I'm going to hold on with my left hand, hiking this knee up, and maybe starting to stretch a little, and bend, and stretch a little. Ooh, feeling out what's my biggest breath I can take when life twists me in all kinds of ways. Can I not sacrifice my breath? That's what this feels like for me to kind of practice. All right, so a little bit of play, maybe, maybe not. I really don't have high hopes on this side for myself. So I got both feet down, lifting, breathing, breath, and bringing it down. Yeah, all right, my 6-year-old is remembering that she's not 6 now. So I'm coming into like, okay, I'm gonna spend some energy. Got both feet together, inner thighs open. A little bit of neck rotation. Cooling it down. Our neck is our space of expression, communication, voicing. Where have I been lately in my voice? What have I been too timid to practice saying and speaking out loud? What have I overindulged in as far as what I'm listening to, the information and sound intake, as well as my sound output? Woo! And let that forgiveness in my heart space come up and say, okay, and we try, and we'll see what we got today, and we'll try, and it too will be enough. And I'll pull my chest forward. And feel my body receiving this loving intention from my heart and my mind. And letting my mind and my heart receive all that my body wants to tell it. To say, I got you. Thank you for giving me some attention for balance, and I got you. My organs are saying, yeah, keep treating us right, keep cleansing us right, and we got you. My bones and my muscles. So that the worry that's in my heart, that maybe I can't handle something, maybe I won't be able to withstand. This physical being is saying, all right, we got this. Might need a little bit more sleep. And so I go, okay, I hear you. I should probably be working on that sleep. Yeah. All right, one more time wide. And I'm going to point my toes up. And I'm going to really spend some time in this. Roll my inner thighs back. Oh, lifting up from the belly button and come forward. Now, if you want, you can grab a pillow or something and bring it out here and lay yourselves down. I'm going to just lengthen and breathe and accept and remind myself that it is all enough. I am enough. I don't need to apply anymore right here. I don't need to try to get deeper. I don't need to judge. It's all enough. And send love to that. Breathing in. Breathing out. I'm in my best space. I don't have to be the best. I'm in my best space. Because I'm in my body, in my breath. That's as good as it gets. In this moment. My best is enough. I don't have to be the best. And bring ourselves up. Working out those hips. A little bit of a twist. And then I'm going to come forward over this left leg because it just felt like a yummy thing to do. Now I'm reaching because I can feel this stretch along the backs and sides of me. And definitely the sides of my body have been talking today. But you could just let your arms rest. You could bring that pillow here as well. Remember enough. And then notice what goes on in our mind when we confront that. Right? Whether there's a voice or a thought that's going, no, it should, right? The big red flag is always when should or supposed to is starting to preface everything. Ooh, and bring ourselves up. And twist. Lifting from each rib, trying to bring my mind and attention into each rib. Can they move independently? Can they move responding to my thought? And if they don't, I can forgive that. And if they do, that's something to marvel. And then lengthen chin and chest, on the side. Lengthening or just letting the arms rest. Breath in. Breath out. And then roll our spine up. All right, so I am going to invite my body into a shoulder stand space. But what I will do is offer a way to do it if you have a wall that's clear in your homes, or you could even use your sofa, all right? And bring the mat up against the wall. I'm just going to demo the wall thing first, but I'm actually going to go into a shoulder stand, into an unsupported shoulder stand. It's all a shoulder stand. My hip is up onto this wall. I'm going to lengthen my legs up, not turning my head, bending the knees, a little bit of space, lifting the hips, all right? So that's where any of us can choose to be. I'm going to lay down and send my legs up. So you can just rest your legs up the wall, and we're all in the same space. Checking in with my spine. Letting the earth have me, letting the floor support me. And noticing when I've got muscles that are still tensing up, like, no, I got this. I say, you don't need to got this. The floor has got this. I'm going to use my arms down alongside my waist. And I'm going to press down using those arms, lifting the hips, bringing my hands to my low back, traveling my hands up my spine, which is closer to the floor. Trying to settle my heels over my butt, lifting my chin away from my chest. I am not turning my head. Relax the tummy. Let it poke out, you guys. Love the volume of your bellies. Fullest, calmest breath, starting to cool my own fire. Flipping my perspective and saying, this too is enough. I am still alive and vibrant and aware and conscious in this shape. Inviting ways to see things differently. Inviting a load to be taken off of my feet and my legs. Maybe twisting. That feels nice. Playing with it. Playing with it. Some of you have already come out, and maybe you need to come out. Letting my knees come toward my forehead. Relax my arms and roll my spine down. Many of you know I do not teach plow. I don't believe that it can be done safely for very many of us. So even stay at the wall and hug the knees in. Maybe rock. Shoulder stand is playful. It's calming and playful. Something about being upside down that just brings a smile, definitely to my face. I want to cross my left knee over my right knee, a curtsy style crossing of the legs. So if you want to push away from the wall, if you're near it or near a sofa, just to give yourself a little space, go ahead. I'm going to hold my shins or my ankles and just rock. Oh, feeling my hips, backs of my thighs, massaging my low back. Keeping my legs crossed, releasing my arms. I'm going to find a spinal twist. Not having to go apply myself. This too is enough. Breath in, breath out. This too is enough. Not letting my mind get too far down the field. Not trying to get ready for whatever circumstance or contingency. All of that may never manifest, may never occur. Right here is enough. Right here is what I have. I owe it the gift of my attention and my appreciation. That's living. Keeping my legs crossed, I'm going to bring those knees up and over. Oh, to the other side. Sorry, y'all are hearing some old lady sounds today. Oh, my goodness. I got to be in this twist a little bit more. Ooh, and then some of y'all know swimming used to be a huge part of my balance as far as how I exist in my body, and the Y has been closed for a while. So, been missing my non-weight bearing practices. Breath in, breath out. Enough. I'm even noticing, I was trying a super duper twist in that. I was applying more energy into it. And when I said enough, it was like, oh, yep, I needed to remember that. Chill out, Belinda. Breath in. Breath out. And I'm getting to come up. More old lady sounds. Switch the cross. Finding those feet or ankles, rocking. Oh. Now, only if you have family members you trust, you know who I'm talking about. You could ask small family members to sit here, and you'll get more of an intense stretch back here into the backs of these thighs. Only the family members you trust. The ones who would like mosh pit on you. Nope. All right, I'm gonna go to my left again. This is another space where you can start to notice, yeah, having my belly and my intestines empty before this practice would be beneficial. So that all we're doing is trying to inflate those empty innards with breath. And letting that breath massage those innards. And bringing ourselves up and over. Now, if I wasn't in front of a camera, y'all, I might be in one of these twists and just hang out here for, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minutes. I could read something, I could listen to a podcast or a meditation. Because everything about this is saying, Belinda, hang out in this. Sometimes too, as you notice, I'm bringing my hand to my low back and I'm pulling downward with my hand as I twist the low back. Just creating a little bit more space in the lower lumbar. Can feel a little yummy. Still staying in my breath. And then I'll let all that go and say it's good enough. It is enough. This is me as I am. Take me as I am. Ooh. And then release. Coming to center, uncrossing the legs, bringing those knees up. Forehead up toward the knees. Now I'm going to roll my way on over, coming up to a seated space, and allow for my Shavasana space today to be a space of sitting meditation. So I'm going to get a pillow. If I were at my home meditation spot, I would probably be at a space not only on a zafu or meditation cushion, but with my back against the wall. Maybe a few candles. And I'm going to light some sage, maybe some incense. You could have a diffuser. Finding a comfortable place for my legs. They could be straight, they could be crossed. Hello. You gonna go lay down? Go lay down. Go lay down. I love how I said go lay down, and that's where she went. Hands can be resting on your knees or in your lap. Spine is long. As a part of my practice, as I bring the stillness after having stimulated and invigorated the physical body, worked on some purification, worked on some balance in the body, I can now turn my gaze into my inner landscape with a little less distraction. And I like to just kind of cycle through all 7 limbs. My yamas, the first limb, non-harming, non-stealing. non-lying, and reflecting on where I have been in practicing these spaces, how I've embodied them in mind and body. Restraint or abstinence, non-hoarding or coveting, my niyamas, saucha, purity, detoxification and cleansing. Cleansing in mind and body and spirit, so that they can work together in harmony. I've definitely had too much sugar. Discipline and devotion. Contentment, and how I have expressed contentment and shared it and believed it and lived inside of it. Self-study. And surrender to something greater than myself, my higher power. The third limb, asana. In a comfortable seat, finding my body's fullest expression of its range and its movement, its functionality. Honoring the range in my breath. This vessel that connects spirit with the earth world. My senses. Have I overly relied upon them, indulged in them? Have I believed everything they've told me? My focus. Where's my attention been? Where has it been residing excessively? Where has it not been residing enough? Meditation. What have I let be revealed to me in my meditation? Creating space of quietude for that lens to clear so I can see. And samadhi, unification and enlightenment. Pulling it all together. That harmony that brings bliss. Not excitability. Peace. And 3 ohms if you wish to join me. Wide open throat. Deep breath in. Hands to my heart center, holding an intention close to my heart for me to keep in mind and practice in mind and body and words and speech today. All the love and the light in me is the very same reflection of love and light inside of you. Thank you all for joining and connecting in practice, and may it serve you to navigate all that life tosses at us today. Be well, stay safe, hit this on replay, go check out any more on our Facebook. We've got all of our videos on Facebook, as well as YouTube, and podcasts on SoundCloud. Namaste.